Hello everyone, Dan here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a review for Swan Songs number 5. This is a new book from Image Comics. Let's take a look at the creative team before we get into this book. This book is written by W. Maxwell Prince with art by Alex Eckman-Lawn, letters and design by good old Neon. In this issue, the end of ANHEDONIA. The end of ANHEDONIA. Now, I had to look up that word. We were talking about this was my recommendation on a live stream this week, and I had to one of my colleagues, Josh, in the stream, he had to look up ANHEDONIA for me while I talked about this book. So ANHEDONIA means the inability to feel pleasure. So remember, this is an anthology of things coming to an end, different ends for different things, whether it be the end of life, the end of the world, the end of a sentence. And this miniseries is almost coming to an end. The next issue will be the last one, but this has been so much fun. W. Maxwell Prince does such a really interesting exploration of these topics. But in this issue, via therapeutic hypnosis, a man travels through his subconscious to find his inner child and a way to be happy again. A comic that doesn't look like any other comic ever made. This issue is done in full collage art by the spectacular Alex Eckman-Lawn, a veritable dream in 4 colors. The end is almost here. This is just one of many Swan songs. So, yeah, as I was getting into this, like, I really wasn't sure. Like, the art definitely looks very interesting, and I wasn't really sure like what the technique was until I read the synopsis. So I would be interested to see more of Leckman-Lawn's work, because I don't know if this is something that, how much of it is like drawn, how much is clipped from something else, like how do these collages even come together. And I think the exploration of the story of like how do you have things make you happy again, right? What happens when things in your life just don't make you happy, don't bring you pleasure, don't bring you happiness? Like, what kind of life are you living there? So, definitely very important to like what in this case our main character is doing, seeking help. But the way it's presented is just in an unimaginable way that I don't know that you can do this in very various media, but I think comics is such a fun way to explore that idea. So let's take a look at some of the art, as you can see here. And look, this looks like it could be just very much, very well detailed drawings. But as you kind of dive deep, you kind of see these layers, and you see a little bit of like something doesn't look exactly like usual comics. So it's really fun. The color scheme really adds a lot to the work. And then as we move forward, I just love seeing like everything, the world kind of come together as Albert moves through his subconscious. Like he almost looks like he's pasted in there because he shouldn't be there, right? Like you usually shouldn't be in your subconscious. And then of course you would go try to find maybe the last time you felt happiness, which is kind of like what this book is telling you. That's why he's seeking out his inner child, because as a kid, you probably had a lot of things that brought you joy, right? No matter the hardships, there was probably, hopefully, something there for you to like be happy about, be excited about, just something to look forward to. So that was a really interesting, like it just makes you think a lot about, is there a point in your life where some things stop bringing you pleasure, some things stop being fun to do, and then what happens then? How do you move on to find other alternative ways to find those things in your life that bring joy? So yeah, really cool stuff, very interesting exploration. This is going down as one of the best anthologies I've ever read. I don't normally, you guys know, we don't normally cover issues month to month unless they are really hitting hard. And anthologies are really easy to cover that way too, because for the most part, you don't need to know what happened in the last one. So very excited to see how this ends in the next issue. At the beginning, I think it's early next year that the next issue should come out. So stay tuned for that. So If you have read this book, let me know what you thought about it down in the comments. As always, thank you for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Saturdays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Stay tuned. We have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff here in the channel. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.